The sandbaggers have not appreciably improved their reputation in my book by ignoring the fact that I have been severely injured through poison crimes and tortured. I have Parkinson's, among other things. I've gone through my life deaf because King Crimson tortured me. It was organized by a group called the Society for Human Ecology, or felons. They authored the attacks. I was attacked blindside as a child because I was a white puppet stooge who they could use symbolically. The Green Party went along with it, the NAACP went along with it, and they had various representatives. An woman from India was like the Native American because Yoko Ono said that Jimmy Carrey is from the Pacific Fleet. So Tojo named him Columbus's Bodhisattva. And this worked the magic of Mick Jagger, which is, the puppet master in the show. It traces directly to the British rock stars. The African warriors like Peter Gabriel and Sting, everybody knows they're sacred, the honorary, the Africans. And I'm supposed to play these linguistic games with UW dialectical until one of them says, "You my nigger," haha, slaps me 5. Slaps my face, stabs my back. You got the idea. Street cred. Robert's card, Poet Fripp's postcard, shooting up the bowling alley full of deaf people. To make it sacred, sacrosanct. From Fort Bragg, Ripley's Believe It or Not. Anyway, you get the idea. I'd like to explain where this came from. I wrote a story called Chasing an Echo, and I likewise wrote a letter to Chris Weisel, who I really, really liked. I said I've been tortured and I've been stripped of my dignity by deafness, and I was cuckolded by a girl I invested years in. And if only I could get an audition for King Crimson, maybe I would feel better. And Tony Levin got his crocodile fingers on this letter and on this short story and said, "Aha, Queerball wants a virgin." Totally not true. I went to King Crimson because I thought they were wise beards. They were into Gurdjieff. They would see through the false appearances of things. Credit me for my admirable restraint. Lord knows how all of this was lost on their bass drummer. Maybe he was doing a cappella on the bass pedals and was distracted. I did not ask them for a virgin. That's not what I intended or thought about when I wrote to them. I wanted them to identify the Whisper campaign because it started getting very serious. They were the Whisper campaign. They were the hot wiring machine. They were the two-faced liars, to-the-face liars. They were the slimy, fork-tongued backblade. They were the wrong people to turn to. Chasing an Echo did not make me a Narcissus. The fact that I fell in love with Rosa had nothing to do with virginity. I didn't know she was a virgin. I didn't ask her. None of what they said is true. All of it is a concoction, a superimposition, what Pope Carl called a figment impinged on the persona's imagination, Carl and McGarvey. A, a figment of pigment in the paranoia poison dialectic established at the onset of forces impinging on the persona's experience. In other words, they were rubber stamping a narrative. And they have people like Jamie Muir and Ray Geiger going, ho ho, hit the, hit, hit the, get him with the cow hooves. And then they magic department, a psyop of confusion and hatred, and whip up people and say, we have a postcard he gave to Baloo that's worth more than him. Oh. And they built a private prison called Two Virgins, which is deeply suspicious because it traces all the way back to the origins of cinema in Fayum, the church movement of the Burning Cross. And they won't tell you that's what they're up to. But that's what they're up to.